So today I finally have my ColourPop haul for you guys. I ordered off ColourPop about a week ago. It just took me this long to film it. So I've already kind of used a lot of the products, so it's not really a first impressions or opening, but I'll show you what I got and I'll show you kind of what I think of it. So first from ColourPop, I got a couple of their Super Shock eyeshadows, and they're a very different formula, and I knew that going in. They're not a powder formula. They are almost like a cream sponge formula. I don't quite know how to describe it, but I knew going in they weren't powder. So what are them expecting to have like normal powdered eyeshadows? They are, like I said, a kind of spongy gel texture. So what my kind of gist about them is I really like the shimmer, like metallic shades. They're gorgeous. The formula is kind of like the Makeup Geek foiled shadows in the sense that it's a very emollient shadow. So it's not dry since it's not a powder shadow. It's quite creamy. But the problem with that, I find, and their matte shadows, is they're not as easily blendable, because on the website it actually says to apply with a synthetic brush or your finger. So an example of a synthetic brush would be something like this. So it's very flat, as you can see, and it'll pick up the product. What I like to do is apply them with my fingers, but my point is with matte eyeshadows, I tend to use a fluffy brush or not a brush like this to apply matte eyeshadows. So using their matte formula of their eyeshadows was a little bit difficult for me because it didn't blend as well as I'd like, or as well as I'm used to with normal powder eyeshadows. But their shimmery, metallic, glittery eyeshadows are gorgeous, just like the Makeup Geek foiled shadows. So I'll show you the colors that I got. So I got this is a matte shadow, and this one is in the shade Snapdragon. I will show swatches on my arm after this. And this is the packaging also, by the way. It's in a little circular kind of tub. And this is the Shadow K-Pop Beverly. And this one is a matte kind of burgundy shade. I expected it to be a dark matte brown on the website. That's what I thought it was. But when I ordered it, or when I got it in, it's a very dark burgundy. When you put it on your eye, it's almost like a cherry cola kind of color. So I don't mind it, but I'm not going to use it as much as I would a dark matte brown. This shade I am in love with. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's like putting liquid metal on your eye. When I wore it the first time, it was just like, holy crap, I look like the Tin Man, which is a good thing. This is a shade Liberty. And as you can see, it's a pure like silver, very shimmery, really, really pretty. I then got the shade Lala, which is like a pinky rose gold. It's also a metallic shade. Super pretty. I've worn this one already. I've actually worn all these already. And then I've got this one called I Heart This. And this one is a little bit different than Liberty and Lala in the fact that it has glitter, little pieces in it. Not like chunky glitter pieces, but little pieces of glitter. This reminds me of the MAC, what is it? Pressed Pigment shadows, I believe. I have one called Blonde Streak, and this one by ColourPop is actually more pigmented, I find, than the MAC Blonde Streak Pressed Pigment, because when I put Blonde Streak on my eye, I find that I just get glitter, whereas this one actually comes with a little bit of color behind it, since it is more an emollient formula and the MAC ones are a little bit drier. So this one is I Heart This. Again, super shiny. And then the last shade I got, I actually do like this one quite a lot. I needed a good brow highlight shade. So this one is called Glow. It's completely matte, like a skin tone peach shade. And it does highlight, oh, can you not see that? It's trying to focus on me, not the shadow. It does highlight the brow quite nicely. You can go a little bit overboard though because it is quite pigmented. But that's it for the shadows that I bought, and now I will show you the lip shades. So for the lip shades, they have, I think, 3 kind of formulas in their lips. Well, not 3 formulas, but they have 3 types of lipsticks that they sell. They sell their lippy sticks, and they sell ultra matte liquid lipsticks, which is kind of like the big rage nowadays, the typical ultra matte lipsticks in a tube. And then they just came out with a new formula called the Ultra Satin liquid lipsticks, and I was really wanting to try these because I love matte liquid lipsticks, but I find they're so drying on my mouth. Obviously they're drying on everyone, but these ones promise to be a little bit more forgiving, not as drying and not matte. They don't promise to be matte, and they also don't promise to have the same staying power, but I find that these ones have better, if not staying power, than normal liquid to matte lipsticks, and they're, yeah. Let me start off with the two lippy sticks I got. I got this one in the shade, it's a satin lippy stick. It is called Rocket. Again, I'll show swatches after this. And then I got another one called Lumiere. I think this is from their collection with Kathleen Lights, and this one is a matte lippy stick. So the packaging is like this. Kind of rolls up like such. And so my kind of verdict on the lippy sticks is you get what you pay for. They're not the best lipsticks I've tried, and they're not the worst lipsticks I've tried. I find they are quite drying on your lips, even the satin one, which is supposed to be a little bit more moisturizing than the matte ones. And what kind of bugs me is that the fact that they taste like Play-Doh. I don't know if it's just me, but I find that once you put these on your lips, it just leaves kind of a gross aftertaste. They smell kind of like plastic. I don't know. It's not my favorite smell. It's not my favorite taste. I have a YSL lipstick that when you put it on, it makes your mouth kind of taste like roses after. It's just really perfumey. I don't mind vanilla lipsticks, like MAC lipsticks, for example, smell like vanilla, and the taste isn't at all there from vanilla. But I find these ones have a little bit of the plastic kind of Play-Doh taste to it. Now on to the Ultra Satin lipsticks. I didn't get any matte lipsticks, like I said, because I have too many, and also I wanted to try something a little bit different, less drying. So the Ultra Satin lipsticks, I got two brown shades because I love brown lipstick. The first shade I got is Tansy. So it's just like your typical matte liquid lipstick, tube, wand, product. Excuse me, and then the next shade I got is Tulips. So this formula is so nice. It's not drying, it stays all day, it's not crumbly, like some matte liquid lipsticks can make your lips a little bit crumbly and then you'll find like pieces of it on your glass. These are so pretty. They wear away evenly. Again, with matte lipsticks, sometimes you'll have some wear on one side and then the other side looks normal. And they are just, I really, really like the formula of these. I'll probably be ordering more colors because I can see myself wearing these a lot. Long wearing, not moisturizing, but not drying. And they go on really evenly, and they make your lips look healthy, not like someone wiped all the moisture away and you're trying to put on chapstick. These are so nice. So here are going to be the swatches of their lipsticks. So I'm going to start with the Ultra Satin lipsticks. So this is the shade Tulips. Let's see if I can get closer. So it looks brown on my hand, but it's actually got some really nice deep mauve tones to it. And then next, this is going to be the shade Mess Around. And this one is more of a reddy toned brown. So as you can see up close, this one right here is Tulips, and this one right here is Mess Around. And then I will swatch their lippy sticks. So the first one is Rocket, and it is a satin, and it is a orange pink kind of coral shade. And then the next one I'm going to swatch is Lumiere, and this one is a matte kind of mauve shade. So as you can see, really creamy, very pigmented, which is nice for this first swatch. So Tulips, Mess Around, Rocket, and Lumiere. Alright, so these are the eyeshadow swatches. So right here is Snapdragon, and then you have Beverly, and then right here is I Heart This, and then Lala right here. And I figured I would show you like an in-action swatch of Liberty because it's so gorgeous. So Liberty right here. It almost feels like metal on your hand. And here's Liberty. That's crazy. It's like titanium. And that's even a second swatch. So pretty. I'm really impressed with their metallic formula on their eyeshadows. As you can see, the matte ones are here are a little bit drier, not as pigmented, but that's what you get with matte shades as well. Metallic shades are always going to have a little bit more pigment and a little bit more blendability. So yeah, those are the eyeshadow swatches.